Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of UA Eats. I'm UA, and today I'm here to review one of the biggest steak chains in the US, and by one of the biggest, I mean one of the biggest fine dining fancy steak chains in the US. You know, obviously the more casual chains like Outback and Texas Roadhouse are way bigger, and Texas Roadhouse especially is like taking over the whole world. It at one point was the fastest growing restaurant chain in the whole world. Not just steakhouse, restaurant chain. But when it comes to fine dining steakhouses, there's not too many chains for those, but the largest, I believe, is Ruth's Chris. But I hear a lot of things about this place behind me, Morton's. Now, Morton's, I believe, began in Chicago, and now it has locations in maybe not every US state, but I think most US states. I think it tends to be in major cities, although let me know if there isn't one wherever you live though, but at least here on the East Coast, I think most major cities have a Morton's. And I'm thinking it must be pretty good because we're in the financial district of Manhattan, and loads of steakhouses here, loads of nice restaurants here for all those rich bankers. So if they can hang here in FiDi in New York City, then I'm guessing it must be pretty good. So anyways, let's look for the entrance and let's eat. I'm guessing this way. Alright guys, so we are now inside of Morton's Steakhouse, or is it technically called Morton's the Steakhouse? Let me take a look. Yeah, doesn't really say. We'll just call it Morton's for shorthand. And yeah, I can't speak to other locations, but on the inside it looks, yeah, I like the vibe. Like, it definitely looks a little more formal, you know, I guess a standard for like a more fine dining style steakhouse, but you know, we know that some steakhouses have more of like a casual feel, and this one definitely is more of a formal feel. And I kind of like it actually. Like, I feel like it feels very buttoned up, and the color scheme, like the white tablecloth with like black walls, somehow it just kind of works. You know, like it's nice and simple, and it's like a timeless combination. And of course, we're here in the financial district of New York, so like a lot of people eating here look really important. So yeah, hopefully I don't really stand out too much here, like a fish out of water. I mean, you guys know me at this point. I'm far from the fanciest person out there. So, but I love good food. I love steak, and I'm gonna eat wherever I want to eat. You know, I'm not gonna let anyone gatekeep me from what I want to eat. Let me show you the menu real quick. And here we are, Morton's, and I like the design on the menu too, like the little indentations, and very, very cool. Nice designs on this place. Interestingly here, very typical steakhouse vibe, typical steakhouse selections. I was gonna say that, except they got some Wagyu selections. Wagyu meatball here, and a Wagyu beef dumpling. Really, really interesting. So a bit of an Asian flair, at least for their appetizers. And yeah, these all look like your standard steakhouse options. Wedge salad, Caesar salad, their Morton's house salad, jumbo shrimp, scallop Cobb salad. Sounds really interesting. And lobster bisque. Oh man, I wish I were not allergic to shellfish, so I could try that. And they have a 2-course prime lunch here, so $37 for 2 courses. That lobster bisque again. You guys know how much I like French onion soup, and choice of entree. So this would only be the filet mignon. It doesn't look like it has any other steaks. So I like filet mignon, but it's not my favorite cut. So I don't think we're gonna get the 2-course prime lunch, but maybe we'll come back and review it if we like it. And then here for lunch, they have a lot of their other steak selections. So filet mignon at the top, other filet mignon sizes, and then they got ribeye, including a Cajun ribeye, and at the bottom they have a bone-in ribeye, prime New York strip, and a pork chop. And guys, these are some solid prices. I mean, you can get a filet mignon for just 42 bucks. It's only 6 ounces, but I mean, filet mignon's expensive in general. I mean, some places for 6 ounces, some places will even charge you like 70 bucks for just 6 ounces, like almost twice as much as that price. So you can sort of see why some of these chains have become big chains, because they offer solid prices. I mean, even for a prime ribeye, 16 ounces is not too small. 64 bucks, that's not bad. New York strip too for 61 bucks. I mean, I know maybe people who don't really eat steak, they might be like, oh, that's a lot for a meal, but for steak, this really isn't bad. Maybe we'll do the prime bone-in ribeye. 22 ounces, pretty big. Although I suspect that some of that extra weight compared to the 16 ounce might be the bone, but otherwise, that's a big ounce difference for not a lot of money difference. 67 bucks versus 64, so we'll probably do that. Either that or New York strip. I tend to like New York strip a lot for its balance of flavor. And then other lunch options here. I guess we'll come back for dinner if we like this place. It might be more crowded at dinner time. But yeah, lobster ravioli. Yeah, they love their lobster here. Again, Asian flair, Asian influence, miso sea bass. Very, very interesting. I've had miso salmon, I've had miso cod. Never miso sea bass, so very, very tempting. More Wagyu burger in this case, lobster tails, and yeah, these are their sides. So cream spinach, Brussels sprouts, potato things, fries and whatnot, but you know what, guys? I'm not feeling too fancy today. I'm not dressed fancily, unless you think a collar is fancy, but no, I'm not dressed fancy. You know me, I'm not a fancy guy. I'm not really feeling anything too fancy, so I might just, I think I've made up my mind. I'm just gonna go with onion rings because I'm really, really craving them. And oh boy, is that a lot of calories. I mean, look at the asparagus. 160 calories versus onion rings, 1,000 plus calories. So, geez, and for 12 bucks, those better be some good onion rings. So, we'll see. That might actually be the most overpriced thing on this whole menu, the onion rings, ironically. So, let's order. I think I'm ready to order.
Thank you. How are you?
Great. Okay. So I'm going to do. You'd probably recommend the ribeye more than the New York strip, right? Or which one do you think is better?
I personally love the New York strip, but sometimes it's hard. Like it's hard to cut.
Oh.
And the ribeye is more fatty. It's more tender.
Okay.
It's unlike. I personally always do New York strips, but I'm moving in between. Filet mignon and ribeye. The ribeye is delicious. It's like the most favorite cuts.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I'll do it. Prime bone-in ribeye.
The bone-in, perfect. Sounds great.
Yeah.
How would you like it?
Medium rare.
Medium rare. Okay.
And then and I'll try the onion rings.
Which one?
Onion rings. Thick cut onion rings. Yep.
Okay.
And yeah, that'll be it.
Sounds great. Would you like any enhancement or scallop, shrimp, or a lobster tail, or you're good with that?
I'm okay with this. Thank
Sounds
you.
great.
Really, really, really friendly service. Really, really friendly. Yeah, and it feels genuine too. All right, so they brought some fresh bread. I think he said this was onion bread. And yeah, let's see how this is. We always review the bread on this channel. Looking kind of interesting, right? I mean, these almost slightly remind me of the onion bread at a Peter Luger, and it's affiliated restaurants, or not affiliated, like it's spin-off restaurants, like Wolfgang's and whatnot. But these kind of look more pillowy. Oh no, they're not pillowy, they're actually quite hard. And anyways, obligatory bread review. We should rename this channel Yue Eats Bread and Butter. Grab one of these. Oh, and they're one of these places that likes to put like one of their paper name sheets on their butter, so. Ooh, and look at this nice whipped butter. Hopefully it tastes good. Yeah, let's give this a try. Okay, just place some of this butter on top, and this onion bread tastes great. It's like I said, that dried onion on top, it's almost like a more strong savory flavor, and it tastes so good that you almost don't need the butter at all. The flavor of the onion is almost good enough. And it's crispy, maybe it's almost a little too crispy, but I still like it. I mean, look, let me show you. Look. It's crispy on the outside, almost like a cracker, but then as you can see, the inside is still soft. Like the inside is a little soft, a little sponge-like, which I dig. Yeah, maybe I would prefer if there was a little bit more soft interior, just to like be more of a contrast, like more of like a contrast between the crispy outside crust and the soft inside. Like maybe if they were just a little bit thicker, a little bit more dough on the inside, but the taste is great. I mean, I can't really complain about the taste, and the butter is good too. It's nice and spreadable, nice and tastes nice and rich and creamy. But you know, I almost don't feel like the rolls need them. And the butter, while it's good, I feel like some steakhouse butters really taste really extraordinary. This one is good, but it does taste a little generic. Like, I feel like I've had this butter before, and not even like a similar butter. I feel like I've literally had this butter before. Some other restaurants, like I think the Palm and maybe others that I can't remember right now. But anyways, I'm enjoying myself. When I don't spend too much on a steak meal, like in this case, I'm getting a big steak for less than 70 bucks. When I don't spend too much on steak, I'm a happy guy. So looking forward to that steak. Wonderful, thank you. Yeah, you can just place it here, I guess. Thank you. Okay guys, so our food is here, and let's take a look, and it looks really, really good. Honestly, I kind of take back what I said, because I felt like the onion rings were, I don't know, I felt like 12 bucks for onion rings was a lot, but just look at this huge portion. This is like enough for like, I don't know, I felt like this was not really for one person. This is definitely a shareable portion, not even for 2 people. I feel like this was for like 4 people, so. And the thing that kind of sucks about onion rings is that they don't really keep well, so if we take them back, I guess we can try the air fryer approach, but I feel like it's not gonna really retain the same crunch. But here though is the steak, and the ribeye steak, they said 22 ounces, I don't know. It might look bigger in the video, but I feel like, I'm not quite sure if this is 22 ounces. I feel like it looks a little bit less. I mean, I think 22 ounces I thought was a little bit bigger than this. I don't know, maybe, I do sort of suspect that maybe the weight of the bone is factoring in a little bit, but still, it's not the biggest bone, so hey, who knows? I mean, maybe that is how much it weighs, or maybe 22 is just like a gauge or whatnot. In terms of the crust, the sear, yeah, looks a little bit inconsistent. Looks like we got some there by the bone, a little bit of a sear there by the bone. In general, it seems a little bit more present on the edges, but then in the middle, looks like there's a few blind spots in the middle, but overall speaking, not too bad, I think. A decent sear, I would say. And let's see, you know, always nice when they're able to do this. If they can't, no big deal. Just gonna clarify, clear the air here. A lot of people go like, oh, Yue, why are you such a jerk saying that like a steak is only good if it has a sear on both sides? You know, once again, I think I've clarified this before, but gonna clarify again that I'm not saying it has to have that, but it's good when they achieve it. Even the mighty Daniel Boulou himself told me that it's nice if you get a sear on both sides. Here's the clip if you want proof.
Beautiful steakhouse. You like steak?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, well, I definitely eat a lot of steak.
How do you like your steak?
Medium rare.
Medium
I
rare,
like a nice,
yeah.
nice crust.
Yes,
at least a good crust on one side, but sometimes if you can get it on both, that's a sweet spot.
We can do medium rare with perfect crust on both sides.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, good stuff. Okay, let's take a look on the bottom. Yeah, a bit of sear on the back too, or those like row marks. Yeah, less strong on the back, but a little bit of color on the back, so not bad. So, all right, let's grab one of the onion rings first while they're still hot and crispy. So let's try one of these. Quite large and thick cut. Wow. Wow, that is like a perfect onion ring. Wow. I am not exaggerating. I think that might have been the best onion ring I've ever had. Holy smokes. Like, I can't find anything wrong with it. Let's break it down. The batter is just delicious. It's just so crispy. The batter has a good flavor. And on top of that, like, it's not oily. Like, here, let me show you. Look at my fingers. Like, they're not really oily at all. Like, if anything, the only thing coming off is like the crunch from the batter, like the crumb from the batter, no oil. It's normal for fried food to be a little greasy, right? But even though they deep fried these, like they don't feel greasy at all. Like if they told me that these were like air fried, I totally would believe them, even though I'm sure they're deep fried. So just great temperature control on the oil there. And it's a thick piece of onion, and this batter just like hogs the onion like perfectly. It's not like so much air between the batter and the onion, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but in this case the batter hugs the onion, kind of like marries it, like the fresh onion and the batter into like a single cohesive bite. Let me bite a bit of the batter, try to extract the onion a bit. And take a look at this big piece of onion they got on the inside. I guess the only thing is that I wish it were not so limp. Like I wish it were a little bit crunchy, but I guess it's not necessary here. It's a soft onion, but it's a crunchy, very crunchy batter, so the onion doesn't need crunchiness. That was fantastic. Oh man, before we eat the steak, I know the steak is waiting, but I gotta eat one more of these. They're just so good. And now guys, time for the steak. So let's cut into it and check the doneness. And good thing the bone's not too big. Otherwise, it can be a challenge to check the doneness if there's a big bone attached. And let's investigate. Yeah, that looks good to me. That looks like a nailed medium rare to me. What do you guys think? I know lighting can play a role, angle too. Maybe a little bit medium, but I think that's a good medium rare, at least the way I'm looking at it. Let's separate it a little bit so we can look at it more clearly. Yeah, what do you guys think? I think that's a medium rare to me. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. If anything, it might be a medium, but not too overdone. I think that's pretty good. And luckily, ribeye is an extremely forgiving cut. All that juiciness, even if it's slightly past that medium rare, it's still gonna be really juicy, hopefully.
How's everything? Look good?
Very good.
Perfect.
Question, this is wet aged or dry aged? I think wet, right?
No, it's not dry age.
Not dry aged, okay.
It's a regular, yeah.
But it tastes good though.
It's really good. It's really good. All our meat is prime, right? So, but sometimes the ribeyes, like, it's not the same. It's not the same cut, and some ones came too fatty. But those ones, the ribeye, the bone-in, most of the times don't come with a big piece of fat. So that's why it's always the whole portion is a really good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, very, very good.
I'm happy that you're enjoying. Let me know if you need something else, okay?
Thank you. Delicious. Yeah, just wanted to clarify, because I don't really taste much dry aged flavor, if any, so as I suspected, this is wet aged, but that's okay. I mean, I know I talk a lot about dry aging and stuff on this channel, and yeah, I mean, it's good when you have it, but it's not strictly necessary though, so you can still have a very good wet aged steak, although it does in this case explain the lower prices, because if this were dry aged, you know, $60 or so for a bone-in ribeye, 22 ounces too, would be an insane steal. That's like an impossible price, especially here in the financial district of New York. Not exactly cheap real estate, so. Really, really good. I think it's cooked well. They didn't cook out like the fat. They didn't cook out the juiciness. So, and although it may not be the best sear I've seen, it is a very good one. I mean, there's definitely tons of great caramelized surface, and on both sides. I mean, it's obviously it's going to be stronger most likely on one side than the other, but they did get a good sear on this, and you know, I hate when they don't have that. Like, I've even eaten steaks that were like sear-less, and the whole thing is like basically like eating like a whole soft, like flexible, just piece of hunk of meat. Ugh, no caramelization at all. That's really nasty, I think. But in this case, they got the sear, they got caramelization, and on top of that, like there's juiciness, there's a flavor from the marbling, like from the fat, and also the beef itself tastes good. Like, it may not be dry aged, it is wet aged, but the beef that they're using, the flavor of it tastes good, like the beef flavor. And honestly, guys, I mean, whether or not you want it to be dry aged or not is one thing, but as far as a wet aged steak goes, there really is not much I can really complain about this. I mean, it's also well seasoned. It's not really wanting for any salt or anything. It's very, very, very good. And let's try a piece here. Look at this crispy bit here right by the bone. I just know this is gonna be delicious. Okay, just look at how crunchy and caramelized this piece is. Oh. Holy smokes. And of course, the rib cap, guys. I'm having so much fun eating this, I'm not gonna miss out on this rib cap for anything in the whole world. Okay, that's not true. I would miss it for other things in the world, but I'm not gonna miss it now. That's what I'm trying to say. So a piece from the rib cap, probably the best part of the whole cow. Okay, so that was actually a bit of a letdown. And I think what it was that I think that part of the steak just didn't really have any seasoning, didn't really have any salt. I think I was just unlucky. I think I just ate like a blind spot in terms of seasoning. So honestly, the rest of this guy is wonderful, and I'm gonna enjoy the rest of this. And this might be a 3-person onion ring portion, but I'm eating here and I ordered it. So for me, it's a 1 portion. It's a perfectly just right portion for me. Gonna use my onion ring and do my evil Dr. Evil laugh. All right, sorry. Comments, you wait, act your age. Oh, I just realized, I think this sauce is actually for the onion rings. So let me try this, okay? That sauce definitely was for the onion rings, and it was incredible. Oh my goodness. It kind of has like a cool flavor, like almost like, I'm not sure what's in it, like maybe like yogurt or something, yogurt. Yeah, it's a more neutral flavor than mayo, but it's not quite as strong as yogurt. It's just such a great balance, a great mix of, I'm sure, tons of ingredients. I don't know, almost like a bit of a citrusy flavor. Like I don't know if they're using like pickle juice or something, but whatever they're using to make this sauce, it is incredible. I mean, oh my goodness, like I'm being serious. I really might come here just to eat their onion rings, even if I don't get a steak. Holy moly. I am just going to annihilate the rest of this steak, and maybe we'll order dessert actually. Excuse me?
Yes, sir.
Do you guys have dessert?
We do.
Can I get a dessert menu?
Absolutely.
Thank you. All right, so he was kind enough to open it up to the dessert section here, so I don't have to flip through it. And yeah, they got, you can just pay for some fresh raspberries or mixed berries, although paying $12 for that seems a little bit lame. You could probably go to a grocery store and just buy those and eat them at home yourself. And then cheesecake, key lime pie, peanut butter banana bread, creme brulee, and ooh, yeah, I've heard about this, the hot chocolate cake, and they called it themselves Morton's legendary hot chocolate cake. So $17, it's the most expensive one of all. So yeah, should we just order this? And should we make it a sundae for $4 extra? I don't know, it's tempting. I do love ice cream, but game day decision. I want to try the hot chocolate cake.
Absolutely.
It said I can make it a sundae. What's the difference between them?
In the sundae, we put 2 scoops of ice cream, then the chocolate cake on top, a 3rd scoop of ice cream. It's just small, but it's not like, but it's
okay.
big.
No, I'll get the sundae.
The sundae, perfect.
I'll try it.
I'm gonna leave, of course.
It'll look cool, I think.
Absolutely, yeah.
Thank you. It's probably too much for just me, but I probably am not going to finish the whole thing, but I'll get it for you guys, just so you guys can see what it looks like, because I know you guys are going to be curious.
Enjoy.
Oh, you're right. This is huge. Oops. Okay, guys. This is the last thing we're going to review. My eyes were definitely too big for my stomach today. Look at this huge sundae. I didn't know it was going to be this big. He said it was going to be big. I didn't know it was going to be this humongous. So yeah, it's nice and pretty though. It's even got a cherry on top. So hopefully, yeah, hopefully the flavor is good. I don't even know where the cake is. I think he said it's supposed to be in the middle, or is that it sticking out over there? I guess we'll find out. So I'm actually not a fan of cherries, so be gone. And this is ice cream, or this is whipped cream? Oh, I think this is whipped cream on top. Dig through the whipped cream, get to the ice cream underneath, and yeah, where's this cake? I don't see the cake anywhere. Ooh, the ice cream tastes kind of nice though. And I think this might be the cake on the inside, so. Ooh, the cake is good, but it's being obscured by all these sundae flavors. I regret getting the sundae. I really should have just gotten the cake, because I can tell that the cake is good. Like, you can still taste like the delicious warm sensation from the cake, but unfortunately all the ice cream on top masks its flavor, and the warm cake, it's making the ice cream melt rapidly. So yeah, just get the normal cake. I don't know if the ice cream sundae is necessarily a good idea, but I guess I'll eat as much of this as I can, and then we'll share final thoughts outside. All right, guys, so we just finished eating at Morton's, and it was a good meal until the very end. I really wish I just got the chocolate cake on its own and I didn't upgrade it to the sundae, because the sundae was kind of lame, to be honest. Like, maybe it sounded like a good idea, but in execution, it doesn't really work. They even call it the legendary sundae, and yeah, there's not much legendary about it, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, it turns out sticking a piping hot chocolate cake in the middle of some ice cream is not really gonna end well. I mean, I wonder who could have thought of that, right? So the whole thing, I did try to eat it, I really did, but but within just a few minutes, the whole thing became like soup. I don't know, like a cold bowl of cereal without the cereal, but instead with just like some, you know, random chocolate cake thrown in it. Like, I've never had the cereal Cookie Crisp, but maybe like a lamer Cookie Crisp. I don't know, I'm just guessing that's what Cookie Crisp is kind of like. But other than that though, I felt like the steak, I really enjoyed. Like, I feel like no complaints about the steak. Really, hands down, those were the best onion rings I've ever had, and I might come here just to eat those onion rings. And I saw that they have a bar section there, so I might come in, eat some onion rings at the bar, and that's probably okay, right? I mean, but the steak was good too. I mean, the steak, was it as good as like the best steaks in New York City? No, I don't think so. I mean, I think it's probably not among the top steaks if you're just looking at top steaks, but in terms of quality for the price was very reasonable. I thought it was a good price, and the taste of the meat and the execution for the price, wonderful. I really couldn't really complain too much. And yeah, I can totally see why Morton's is successful and why they've been able to hold their own here in New York, especially here in Friday, going strong, because they're doing some good stuff. But anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. So thank you so much for watching. And have you been to Morton's before? If so, let me know. Let me know in the comments, because great minds eat alike. And as always, if you like my vids, like and subscribe. That way you stay up to date whenever I post another video. So I am going to hit the road because I got some stuff I need to do today in New York. So until next time, guys, I'll see you later.